Muting.
Hey guys, this is Skylar. I am completely blind. I'm autistic. And I have a chronic heart condition. Now today, I'm going to be talking, excuse me, that was my mom. I'm going to be talking about a guy who, he's probably not out yet, but I'm going to be talking about my good and bad associations with him. I know this may be a little bit too early, but I'm still going to talk about him. I'm going to give you a clue as to who this guy may be. According to sighted people's accounts, he wears a red suit. He has a big nose. He has a hat with like a pointed, not pointed, but like with a little ball on top. He's usually fat. And he comes around he goes through kids' chimneys and delivers presents. You guessed it, Santa Claus. Now, I'm 27. You're probably wondering why I'm talking about Santa Claus. Well, I just published a video about a 3-letter word that got me into huge trouble, and it kind of, in my brain, has to do with Santa Claus. Now, I'm going to tell you first I'm going to talk about my bad associations about Santa Claus, then I'm going to talk about my good association. Alright? My bad association. Well, when I was little, I used to believe in Santa. Okay? And actually, I was a Christmas fanatic. I was a Christmaholic, if you even go so far as using that word. It's not a real word, but you know what I mean. Like, I was hooked on sleigh bells and reindeer and Christmas. I always wanted to touch my aunt's grass-covered sleigh. Things like that. So, that came to a screeching halt when I was 11. When I was 11 years old, I think that would be 2003. I think. Not sure. Somewhere around 2002, 2003. I was hooked on the letter Z. Like Z is in Zulu. And I really liked the word, well, I have lots of Z words that I liked back then. But I had an unfavorite Z word. It's a bread. I'm only going to say it to you once. But I'm not going to say it again. Because I really don't like the word. The bread, it's called Zwieback, and Gerber used to make it. But they don't make it anymore. It's spelled Zwieback. Now, it used to be a teething bread for children here in America. Well, Gerber stopped making it, but they made it back when I was 11. And so I asked, one time, Mom goes, go write your letter to Santa. And back then, we didn't have all the fancy electronic gizmo gadgets that we have now. Blind people, what we had is a braille writer and a piece of paper, okay? The braille writer was kind of like a typewriter, but instead of writing the words in print like a typewriter would, it writes it in braille. Like, there's 6 dots on the braille cell, and each letter is a combination of dots. And so what you would do is you would just type each letter, blah, 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 until you made a word. But you couldn't read it unless you knew braille. Like, a normal person is not going to be able to read something that I write in braille, because you're just not, unless you know braille. It doesn't look like anything that you've ever seen before. Now, what I did, my mom was like, well, go write your letter to Santa. So I was like, well, does he read braille? Because most people write their letters in print, but I only had a braille writer and a piece of paper, right? So I was like, does Santa read Braille? Mom goes, well, yeah, he reads everything. So I went and wrote my letter to Santa asking for the Z bread for Christmas. I even typed out the whole word. Now that is something because I really don't like that word. So I usually refer to it as Z bread, and those who know me know what I'm talking about. But because I was talking to Santa, I wanted to type the whole word because I didn't want him being confused and giving me zucchini bread or zebra cakes or something instead. Because that's not what I wanted. I wanted the Gerber Z bread that I said earlier. So, despite my hatred of the word, I typed out the whole entire word, all 8 letters, and that's what I wanted for Christmas. Seriously, that's all I wanted. Guess what? I didn't get it. The Gerber Z bread came in a very distinctive cube-shaped box, and most boxes are rectangular. And even through wrapping paper, I think I would be able to tell. Okay? I did not get any that Christmas. That's how come I stopped believing in Santa, because I thought, wait a minute. If Santa could read Braille, he would have gotten me that bread. If he could truly get anything and fly it down the chimney like people say, he could have gotten me that bread. I mean, seriously. It was not that expensive. I mean, come on. So, that's how come I just slowly realized, wait a minute. Santa is not real. And, like, my mom never had the Santa is not real talk with us. We had the birds and bee talk. You know, we had lots of talks, but we never had the Santa is not real talk, because Cameron, my brother, knew that Santa was not real before I did. He kind of grew out of Santa before I did, because Cameron matured way before I did. So anyways, so because of the whole entire not getting my Z bread for Christmas, I stopped believing in Santa. Okay? Anyways, so, now here's the good association that I have about Santa. When I think of Santa, here's the other thing that comes to mind. The 3-letter word that got me in trouble. Ready? Lap. L-A-P. Lap. When I was 15, which would have been 2007, I was really hooked. I wanted to sit in an innocent way. I wanted, like most people, dream of winning the lottery or something like that. I wanted to sit in other people's laps, or I wanted somebody to sit in mine. I just was really interested in laps back then. And got in trouble from my mom, who threatened to spank me if I didn't quit talking about laps, because my school was taking it in a gross way, and I didn't mean it like that at all. I swear. So, I got in huge trouble for being hooked on laps, but nowadays my mom doesn't really get on to me for stuff like that. And because of now when I think of Santa, other than Christmas, I think of laps. When people say Santa, the first thing that comes to mind is this area right here where my hands are, known as my lap. Because people sit in Santa's lap for a picture. So, anyways, hopefully you understand what I meant in this video. Anyways, so I hope you have a great day, and God bless you.